Some acrostic poems are also working, but we have limited time here. You can just simply ask your students to write their names. And here, of course, it is a random one, but imagine that you are teaching colors, you are teaching a theme in the classroom or family members. They can use their names and they try to recall a specific word with that letter. So by this way, you can just allow them to think and a kind of a brainstorming, individual brainstorming, and they try to find something. Because, you know, while communicating in the target language, sometimes because of thinking in the first language and translating in our mind, we cannot remember some words, right? We say, what was that word? In order to stop that, we need to think in that language, and the best way is, of course, having a huge bank memory of vocabulary items.
I'm very happy to be here. You know, in Turkey, we have very positive connotations about Pakistan, and we are just searching for anything related to Pakistan, and we know that we are friends. We like each other so much, so I'm very happy to be here. And this conference, actually, I attach significance to these events because we are just sharing our opinions, views. And since English is an international language right now, we shouldn't forget that all these experiences will lead us to learn better. And then sharing these experiences will just improve our quality.
Now let's see the details. Just take a look at them. I'm not going to repeat them. It might digest them. But you will see from the remarks how game factor influenced their views about. So what does it mean? The meaning, the conclusion from these remarks, probably their in-classroom teacher didn't benefit from games or songs as much as these students did. Why? They are actually concerned about following the curriculum. Teach this grammatical item, teach this group of words. But here the students were just interested in communicating with them. So it gives us lots of implications. Maybe English should not be like a subject like maths, geography. No marking maybe, just let them have fun.
Macro level and micro level. Micro level requires institutional, like agencies, institutions, but we need to look at from a macro level, like the governments. In recent years, Turkish government has just noticed the problem, and they had initiated some actually programs to tempt to Turkish minds. They are actually studying abroad, living there, to come back to country. So you might just actually better the job works, the facilities, especially if you're going to work at the laboratories, the lab conditions, so that they could exactly do the same work they are doing there in our own country.
Why language diversity is a part of ecolinguistics?
Listen, ecolinguistics, as I have told you, is basically to maintain ecology. Ecology is what? It's a sort of a balance. For instance, in a life, in a jungle, every sort of herb, every species, everything has right to grow. So, especially the things which are contributing to your environment, which are maintaining your ecosystem, we must use a language, we must support them that these things should be preserved.
इको लिंग्विस्टिक्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इको लिंग्विस्टिक एक बैलेंस के बारे में बताती है. ये हमें नेचर को किस तरह प्रिजर्व करना है, कैसे हमने आगे जाना है, इस हवाले से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और पूरी दुनिया इस पे काम कर रही है. हम भी चाहते हैं कि एक इको लिंग्विस्ट जो है वो ग्रीन डिस्कोर्स पे जो है जोर दे और बच्चों को भी बताए सिलेबस के ज़रिए, टेक्स्ट के ज़रिए, लेक्चर्स के ज़रिए.
इट्स अ era of globalization, so ISP is doing work to participate in such era. For this purpose, we have a third International Symposium regarding the language and literature and linguistics. So it's a good initiative by the ISP, and I am grateful to all the participants who came today and participated in this seminar. I hope so this activity will definitely continue in the future.
The third symposium on linguistic and literature being organized by the Institute of Southern Punjab, Multan. The purpose of organizing such events is to vary the pace of learning. In addition to listening to their teachers every semester, students have a chance to listen to experts from other national and international universities. And this exposure helps them come to know about newer research areas where people are working on.
I think the kind of research which is happening in linguistics, the focus has been more on English linguistics basically, right? I mean, everyone was researching on linguistics. I mean, English linguistics. When I say English linguistics, I mean English language, right? So people were researching on English language, use of English language, use of English speaking skills, the use of English writing. I think now the need is to focus more on our regional languages.
Thank you very much, every single individual who have been a helping hand to have organized Symposium, the 3rd International Symposium on Linguistics. I want every one of you to have a huge round of applause for the keynote speakers who made their way all the way from Turkey.